What's going on, everybody? I'm your boy El Grande Gato. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. Key_TV. Today, we're going to be talking about who made the NFC South preseason team. That's right. We're talking about all the teams. But more importantly, we want to take a look at all the Carolina Panthers who made it. But before we even get started, I want to say shout out to you guys on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. If you're running late for church, cut this off. Get up out of here. I ain't trying to get you in trouble. If you're just coming back, sit on down. Wait till your mama gets done cooking. Go ahead and listen to me. But before we even get started, y'all know how this go. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? And I love the Carolina Panthers. Ain't the right bit, Luke? That's right. Yeah, he said that's right. If you look at yes, that's right. Give me a dab. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode, man. Check this out. Let me cut that off for you. This will be a phone call episode. Feel free to call in. Numbers at the bottom of the screen. Today we're going to be talking about who made the NFC South preseason team. That's right. According to me. This is not according to a site. According to me. So, I can't help but to say I'm a little biased. Yeah, okay. There's some Carolina Panthers fans in here. Carolina Panthers players in here that most people say, oh, you're tripping. You gotta. Hey, it's my list. My show. I run it. Let's go ahead and get started. The reason why I made this list, the way I made this list was based off of last year's production plus the potential of going into this year. So you may see some people on this list who necessarily weren't on here last year due to injury or whatever may happen. So you may see some of those guys. And to be fair, I added a bunch of people from each team, okay? Total, there is 9 people from the Saints, 9 people from the Panthers, and 6 people from the Falcons. And I think there's only like 1 or 2 people from the Buccaneers. I made this list. I wanted to be fair. I want to be objective. Now, there's some players on here that I necessarily hate. I hate the shit. I'm sorry. I don't want to say hate. Only person I'm taught to hate is the devil, okay? There's some people on here that I necessarily don't care for as a Panthers fan. But because I'm making this list and I want to be objective and I want to be fair, I had to do it right, okay? I had to recognize their skill, no matter if I don't like them or not. If we're doing an NFC South all preseason team, we had to be fair. Let's start at what some people will call the first upset. Let's start at the quarterback position. Cam Newton is my first team preseason all NFC South quarterback. And I don't care what you say, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, yada, yada, yada. Let me explain something to you. When healthy, there is no quarterback on the face of the earth who's better than Cam Newton, okay? Check this out. Cam Newton is a quarterback. Hold on, guys. Cam Newton is a quarterback that is a dual threat quarterback. If you cut off Matt Ryan's ability to throw deep, if you cut off Drew Brees' ability to throw deep and mid-range, can those guys still be effective? Yes. Will it reduce their effectiveness? Yes. Cam Newton, if you take away his deep game, if you take away his mid game, can he still be effective in the running game? Yes. Cam Newton has the ability to draw you in to some stuff. He's one of them guys to be like, psst, come here. Whoop. Next thing you know, 60 yards over your head. You got to respect his run. And when healthy, nobody's messing with him. And I don't care what nobody says. He's a man on a mission this year. Yes, this is like his second shoulder surgery in the last 3 years. Yes, my man had a down year last year, but going into last year, we were 6-2. My man was had the best completion percentage that he ever had in his career. He's looking to do big things this year. I'm expecting him to do big things, and I know a bunch of Carolina Panther fans are expecting him to do big things. Cam Newton, I'll say this. If Cam Newton stays healthy, we got offensive line pieces now, okay? There's no more excuses. If Cam Newton stays healthy the whole year, and the offensive line stays healthy the whole year, and Cam Newton struggles, you could potentially see the end of Cam Newton. Because there ain't going to be no excuse. We got a legit running back. We got a starting receiver, a legit starting receiver, DJ Moore. You got, like I said, you got offensive line, you got Matt Pateras, you got Darren Williams back. So if in a perfect world, and we know things don't happen in a perfect world, but if everybody stays healthy and Cam Newton doesn't produce, then that could be, a bad situation. But right now, he is my number 1 quarterback on my NFC South preseason team with Drew Brees in a close second. I'm not going to talk about a whole bunch of other players' teams. I'll briefly skim over them. All right? So, next, we're moving on to running back. I don't care. There's only 2 teams that you can really say that the best running back in football belongs to. The best running back in football belongs to the NFC South. And 2 people can kind of make these claims. Either the Carolina Panthers can make this claim, or the New Orleans Saints can make this claim. But either way, the best running back in best running back in football belongs to the NFC South, and his name is Christian McCaffrey, another first team all preseason. Look, man, the facts are undeniable. Christian McCaffrey had 2,000 yards from scrimmage. I seen him put some people in the washing machine. If you don't know what the washing machine is, turn on the tape against the Atlanta Falcons and watch how they put him in the spin cycle. My man is a beast. My man is only 5'11". I'm 6 foot. He's 5'11". My man's like 205 pounds, but he has like a workhorse mentality. My man can do it out of the backfield. He had more receiving yards than some of you guys receivers out there. Some of you guys second best receivers, or even first best receivers. Reception, receiving yard, he can do it all. Like I said, my only concern about him is make sure they don't burn him out, get him some help. But Christian McCaffrey is undoubtedly the best running back in football, best running back in NFC South. And let me tell you something, Alvin Kamara, and that's who I got as my second team all preseason. Alvin Kamara struggled when he had help. Like if you give Christian McCaffrey help, let's say you split his carries, I still expect Christian McCaffrey to beast out and still put up those numbers. Because Christian McCaffrey, if you give him rest on top of these numbers, a lot of these numbers were, like I said, he had the most carries in the NFL from a running back. Really didn't have no rest. Give him some rest, these numbers are going even higher. You gave Alvin Kamara once Mark Ingram came back from his little suspension. Alvin Kamara kind of fell off. I don't care what you say. Alvin Kamara kind of took a back seat. I'm not gonna say he wasn't productive, but he wasn't as productive without Mark Ingram. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, give Christian McCaffrey his credit. He's my first team all preseason. So that's 2 Carolina Panthers right there. Next, I got to talk about this. All right, we're talking about the receiving core. Now, there's a first team receiving core. There's 2 people. Julio Jones from Atlanta Falcons. Julio, my big toe hurt Jones. Mike Thomas, crybaby Thomas. Those are my first team wide receivers. And look, it goes without being said. Julio Jones is a beast, even if he can't stay healthy. Mike Thomas, hey, I mean, you could say he benefited from Drew Brees, but, let's give him respect. Let's be respectful. My man can ball. Both of those guys can ball. My second team receiver will have to be DJ Moore. DJ Moore, young man, do what you keep doing, man. You're a beast. You're shifty. You're fast. You can make the right read. Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to easily, I'm praying to God you prove me wrong. Knock one of these guys out of here. Make sure, I'm pretty sure it's probably Mike Thomas. Hit him up out of here. By mid-season, you're going to be balling out. Only issue with DJ Moore is make sure you secure that ball. I know early in the season he kind of struggled. And then late in the year, he caught fire, but he still had issue with that. I'm not sure exactly why. Is it, the fumble ball. This is my thing. During practice, y'all, tell everybody to line up on both sides of the field. Just let DJ Moore run straight through him. Y'all just swipe at the ball. But other than that, my man is a beast. Keep doing what you're doing, all seriousness. I got him as my second team receiver, NFC all preseason team. Next, this was a tough one for me. Tight end. And I gotta be, like I said, I gotta be fair. So tight end, I had Austin Hooper. Nobody had more receiving yards, tight end receiving yards than Austin Hooper in the NFC South. 660, I believe. And you can say he benefits from having Julio Jones and having a stud rookie like Calvin Ridley. And then you got Matt Ryan, of course. So, hey, you still got to go out there and ball. You still got to go out there and execute. And that's what he did, 660 yards. And then here's where the controversy come in. I know you Carolina Panthers fans, just like myself, you're probably going to kick me for this. I got Cameron Brate second. Yeah, Cameron Brate second, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of the 2 Buccaneers that only made this list. The reason why Cameron Brate is on here, he had the most touchdowns in the NFC South as a tight end, 6. So, Austin Hooper, 660 yards as a tight end in the NFC South, led the NFC South. Cameron Brate has 6 touchdowns that led the NFC South. And, I got to give it to them. Both of those guys, they're not necessarily my ideal pick, but if I'm keeping it fresh and I got to keep it funky and 100 with you, that's who I got. Now, here's my dilemma. I got third team All-NFC preseason team, All-NFC South preseason team, Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas is the guy who came on a little bit later last year. He started to gain some traction in his game, and you can see where this guy's going to be really special, no doubt. Will he get the opportunity to be in that top 2 or maybe even number 1? I don't know. And here's what I mean by that. Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen is still kind of feature tight end. I know you guys are like, hey, where's Greg Olsen at? I'm going to get to that. Let me get to that. The reason why I don't have Greg Olsen on here is if you look at the last 5 years, okay, the last 5 years Greg Olsen been on the field. The past 3 years, excuse me, hold on, let me go back. Prior to these last 2 years, go back the last 3 years. My man had 3 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons. Now, in the last 2 years, he has less than that due to injury. So, if history repeats itself, which it did the last 2 years, I'm not wishing, man, I don't want to do this. I'm not wishing ill on nobody, but if I'm just looking at the numbers, I don't necessarily think Greg Olsen is going to be as effective, and I'm praying to God I'm wrong. I know this, y'all going to kill me for this, but I'm being honest. Like I said, I got to be objective, got to be fair, I got to be honest. I don't think Greg Olsen is going to live up to that production that he once was. You know what I mean? 5 years had gone by. 3 out of the 5 years, my man balled out. These last 2 years, I don't necessarily think he's going to do it. Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas is a guy who needs to have that room to grow. But because the fact that Greg Olsen's a household name, I still think they're going to feed him. I still think they're going to give him an opportunity to show out. And like I said, he's going to get an opportunity to prove me wrong and prove everybody else wrong that he can bounce back from injury. But with that being said, I think Ian Thomas is going to have to kind of play like holding zone. He's in the holding zone because Greg Olsen's still here. I'm not saying he's holding us hostage or nothing, but like I said, I think Ian Thomas is special, but I don't think he gets his chance just yet. All right, so let's move on to the offensive line. First team all left tackle, Terron Armstead from from New Orleans Saints. Terron Armstead graded out as the highest left tackle in the league, 89.4 in NFC South. I'm sorry. My man was a beast for Drew Brees. Then I got Jake Matthews behind him. I don't have any Carolina Panthers on the left tackle. First team all NFC South, Ryan Ramczyk. The right tackle for the New Orleans Saints had graded out at 83.4. He makes my first team all NFC preseason. Then next, I got second team Taylor Moton. Taylor Moton's one of those guys, I got to say, he handled his business. He handled his business. I got to give. You remember that episode of Martin when they say pick up the pieces? Pick up the pieces. When the pieces fell down last year, this guy was a rock. My man remained steady. He didn't bend. He didn't fold. He says, this is Carolina way. You know what I mean? Taylor Moton, I love you, man. I think my man is a beast. He earned the right to be second team on here. And if he continues to play like he played last year going into this year, I undoubtedly know he's going to break this thing. He could be first team possibly. But I got to give Taylor Moton his credit. He's made second team. He's not first team. Like I said, I can't put him above Ryan Ramczyk for the New Orleans Saints. My man beasted out last year, and I still think he'll beast it out if he stay healthy. But Taylor Moton, you get my respect, man. Salute. Second team all NFC South. All right, so here's a little bit of more controversy. The first team all NFC South center belongs to the Carolina Panthers. And I know y'all hate this. Y'all like, man, y'all just got this guy. Oh, he been hurt the last 3 years. Oh, wow. Listen, let me tell you something. Matt Paderas, salute. You get the first team NFC preseason all South. You know why? Because prior to you getting hurt the last 3 years, you were 87.1 graded out according to ProFootballFocus.com. Prior to you get hurt last year, you graded out at 79. Okay, which was higher. I went back and looked at every I looked at every center in the NFC South last year. Matt Unger, Alex Mack, yada yada yada. I went down the line. No one graded out higher than Matt Paderas when Matt Paderas was hurt. Wow. So the time he played before he got hurt, he still graded out higher to some of these guys who played the whole season. So Matt Paderas, I think he's going to make some noise. You're really going to see him from the start make some impact on Christian McCaffrey. You're going to see him make an impact on Cam Newton. You're going to see him make an impact in leadership and on the field and off the field. So Matt Paderas, without a doubt, is my number one NFC South preseason first team, followed by Alex Mack of the Atlanta Falcons, okay? All right, so let's move on to the defense. I'm a defensive man. This is what we all came here for. This is what we want to talk about. Yes, let's talk about it. Okay. Now, remember what I told you at the beginning of the show? There's some people that I really hate that I'm not supposed to say. But if I'm a Carolina fan, and I'm a hard Carolina fan, and I'm so passionate about this. So certain people, when they speak out against my quarterback and they speak out against my team, and they're playing for the rival team, just make you want to just a little bit. All right, so left end. Let's start with left end. This is a guy that everyone loves to hate on the Carolina Panthers fan base. Cam Jordan. I got to give it to him, man. My man graded out as a good defensive end, 89.9. If you're comparing that to our defense, nobody on the Carolina Panthers, only one person on the Carolina Panthers graded out above 89.9, which is, can I get a Lou? That's right, Luke Kuechly. He graded out as a 90. So Cam Jordan is the guy I love to hate, but my man's beasting. I got to give him the respect. So the second team All-NFC South will belong to Mario Addison. Mario Addison ended up having, what was it? Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me get this right. Mario Addison had 9 sacks last year, 2 forced fumbles, 35 tackles. He's a guy who he exceeded expectations, but I can't put him above Cam Jordan. He balled out. I expect for him to ball out this coming up year. He's gonna have to really make his staple on defense again, out there getting sacks, out there stopping the run. He's gonna have to step it up. He's gonna take it to the next level. But I got complete faith for Mario Addison, beast mode. All right. So when it comes to first team all right in NFC South, I got JPP, man, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said, this is the second guy of the 2 Buccaneers that's on here. JPP had 12.5 sacks quietly. This is the most quiet 12.5 sacks that you ever seen in the NFL. But my man was a Pro Bowl alternative. He beasted out. And I don't have a second team right in. Here's the thing with that. I actually went down the roster. Like I always do my research. I went down the roster of each team. I looked up the stats. I looked up Pro Football Focus. And there was nobody even close to even, I guess, deserve second team honors. Now, I will say this. The guy that we bring in from either Clemson or Rashad Gary or whoever it may be, whoever we bring in, I honestly think that those guys could get the second team spot. Could be. But right now, I'm going to leave that spot open. I didn't see nobody on tape. I didn't see nobody on the stat team that deserves that. All right, so next, let's move on to the next spot, defensive tackle. Oh, yeah. Who do y'all think I got a defensive tackle? First team all defensive tackle. Oh, I'm going to be quiet for a minute. Y'all don't know? Oh, you don't know? How about KK? My man KK graded out at an 83. The highest in the NFC South. Defensive tackle KK. Let's see his stat line. My man KK had 42 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble. My man is a space eater. I forgot to mention this in the last video, but defensive tackles, their job is to take on double teams. Their job is to you know what I mean, eat up space so the linebackers can flow freely. So when they have nickel blasts, cornerbacks and stuff coming up. The reason why, and I'm not taking away Luke Kuechly's credit. I'm not taking away Thomas Davis' credit. But if you really want to know who's the best friend, it's KK. KK is the best friend because my man eats up double teams. When you're that disruptive, when you're plugging holes like maxi pads, you gotta respect that, or let them go free and risk your quarterback in their next snap or their running back snap. So Luke Kuechly, when you're taking up that, it allows him to get in there and flow free. Not only that, he got his hands up like a robbery. He's knocking down balls and stuff like that. 83, the highest defensive tackle in NFC South. I got to give him love. First team all preseason. Next, Gerald McCoy. He's another one of those big guys in there. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Got to give him some love, too. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of other time on other teams. Middle linebacker, Luke Kuechly. First team. Who did y'all think? Y'all honestly thought I was going to put somebody above Luke Kuechly? And you Falcon fans, hey, you Falcon fans are so delusional. You honestly believe Deion Jones is better than Luke Kuechly. I heard somebody argue that the other day. I said, Deion Jones better than Luke. Stop it, man. Stop it. Listen, like I said, this is another guy I don't really care for, Deion Jones. But let's be honest with it, man. Deion Jones is up and coming cat. No doubt, my man can ball out. My man can play. But don't you ever disrespect that man right there in that corner, Luke Kuechly. He's the GOAT right now, okay? You guys are delusional. Don't say that. There's nobody in this world that's better than Luke Kuechly at middle linebacker as of right now, as in modern day football. Now, I'm not talking about 20 years ago. All right, but Deion Jones is nice. Deion Jones is in the second spot. Like I said, hold on. Yeah, Deion Jones is my second team. I got to give him respect. I got to give him love. I'm a hater. Yes, I am a hater for any other team that's not the Carolina Panthers, but I got to keep it real. The only thing I got about Luke Kuechly, and he's on number 1 in my spot, the only thing I got to say is like I said, and I said in my prior video, will he be overworked this year? Like, you know, because Thomas Davis is gone, Pep is gone, Mike Adams is gone, Captain Muddler is gone. there's going to be some holes to fill. So when you get new people or you get people that are young in the positions, they got to be trained. It's kind of, and I don't want to call nobody no puppy, but I'll use this analogy. When you first get a puppy and that puppy brand new, you know what I mean, and he's pissing and essing all over the place, you got a potty trainer, you got a peppy, puppy pads and stuff like that. So will Luke Kuechly be doing a bunch of training and moving and all that, and then he has to go out and do his job? Will that take a toll on him? I don't think so, but my man is number one in the preseason for me. Next, we're talking about left linebacker. That's another guy I really don't care for, but my man balled out. Demario Davis for the New Orleans Saints. He caught fire late last year, showed up big for the New Orleans Saints, paid off big dividends, so I got to give him his credit. I think he's going to be here. He's going to be he's a good find for the New Orleans Saints. He's probably going to be here for a minute. Right linebacker, first team right linebacker, I have to say Shaq Thompson. Shaq Thompson is the most underrated, most slept on guy ever by the Carolina Panthers. I don't know why. And yes, I'm talking to you Carolina Panthers fans. Yes, myself. Well, not myself, I believe it. But a lot of you guys sleep on Shaq Thompson. Why, man? Why y'all treat him so bad? Why y'all treat him so bad? Why y'all do him like that? Shaq Thompson didn't do nothing to y'all. Give him some love. Yeah, he got some big shoes to fill. And Thomas Davis. But my man is more than capable of doing it. 3.5 sacks last year. I think he's primed and ready. Good-hearted guy, man. Got his autograph in person, so shout out to you, man. But I think he's gonna pay big dividends. He's gonna be a leader. And when you see this guy potentially be Pro Bowl next year, y'all guys can be, oh yeah, man, I knew it. No, don't say that now. But yeah, I gotta give love to him. All right, let's move on to cornerback. We got first team cornerback. We got Marshawn Lattimore, New Orleans Saints. And the other first team cornerback, Dante Jones. And listen, and what kills me about it is you get some Carolina Panthers fans that literally will dog the hell out of their own player. You got to understand, as a rookie, Dante Jackson. Dante Jackson came in here and he balled out. But yeah, there were moments where he looked like a rookie. Maybe it's because he is a rookie. How about that? You guys got to lower your expectations on some of these players sometimes. You're expecting these guys to get drafted. Same way with this defensive end that we're probably going to get. Don't expect him to come in here and have 100 sacks, 100 forced fumble. Stop it, y'all. My man Dante Jackson, yeah, he had some moments where he could have worked on better. Yeah, he had a learning curve. But I guarantee you, if you put him against some of the other rookie cornerbacks out there, a lot of people would have picked him over who the guy they chose, okay? So Dante Jackson, my man, hashtag Mr. Speed Kills. He's there. He's going to be here. He's made my first team. I think you're going to see nothing but good things from him. He got to work on some of his coverage sometimes. Sometimes he get lost in coverage with that blazing speed. But my man, he's able to make up for it. Got his awareness up, interception up, first team. And here's another guy. I'm not going to say I don't care for him. I actually love, and I know you guys probably going to kill me for this. We're talking about the safety spot. I actually love watching him play. Because he plays like Ed Reed and he plays like Sean Taylor. He's one of those physical safety, man. He's a young, beautiful guy. And I don't mean beautiful, I mean beautiful as far as his play. Keanu Neal, man. And I know you guys like, what? Keanu Neal? Yes, Keanu Neal. You guys probably forgot he tore the ACL out. But my man can play. He's a hard-hitting safety. He's one of the tougher opponents for us to face. He comes up. He can play on the other side of the ball. He can play the other side of scrimmage. He can drop back in coverage. He can do it all. But Keanu Neal, he's made my first team safety. I wish him well. I hope he gets better. Next. Now, this is a guy I truly hate. I really think he's a piece of scum. Because you'll know why. All right, so free safety, first team free safety, DeMonte KZ. And you Carolina Panthers fans know why I don't like him. You know, man, he put that late hit on my man. You know what I mean? He headbutted my man Cam Newton, got up like he didn't do nothing. So, yeah, man, I didn't appreciate that, man. I didn't appreciate that. But, hey, my man, he got skills. I got to be objective. My man had 7 interceptions. So, coming into this year, like I said, these numbers are based off of last year, and they're based off of potential. And my man showed potential. My man showed he got the ability to ball. Yeah, he's a piece of scum. My man headbutted my brother Cam Newton. I don't take too kind of that in all seriousness. But my man can ball. And second team has to be Marcus Williams from the New Orleans Saints. I don't have Eric Reed in there, man. Yes, he paid big dividends for us. And yes, he was a force for us. I think he only graded out like at a 66.9 on ProFootballFocus.com. These guys were slightly higher than him. They were like in the low 70s. But he's another one of those Carolina Panthers that has the potential of being first team All-NFC South. So, man, you guys let me know what you think, man. We got a total of 9 Carolina Panthers, 9 New Orleans Saints, and we got 6 Atlanta Falcons, and we got 2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. I want to hear what you guys think about it. Get in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you join the group, KeyPanther_TV. We have a lot of conversations. We got giveaways coming up. We got the whole 9, all right? Hey, share that love, y'all. I want to say something else. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yeah? No? Maybe? If you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers, let's do it one last time to get up out of here. Yeah, Q-Dog style. Yeah, pray it out, brother. Damn. Yeah. Hey, I'm up out of here, man. Hold on. Real quick. Cam Newton, starting quarterback. Christian McCaffrey, starting running back. Let's see who we got. I got Ian Thomas, third team tight end. Matt Poderich, first team center. Taylor Moton, second team right tackle. Mario Addison, second team left end. KK Short, first team defensive tackle. Luke Kuechly, first team middle linebacker. Shaq Thompson, first team right linebacker. Dante Jackson, first team left cornerback. And that's it, man. That's all we got. So let me know, did I mess it up? Or did I get it right? I know I got it right. Atlanta Falcons fan, you already know what it is. Rise down. New Orleans Saints, who what? Who what? Blew that, that's right. And Carolina Panthers fan, you already know how we do, baby. Keep pounding. Salute. I'm out, y'all.